This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. And the birthday boy for today, January the 26th, is an icon in the play-by-play radio field. He used to be a baseball player, too. He would be in the major leagues between 1962 and 1967 and would start a broadcasting career after retiring and has been a play-by-play announcer since 1971. He's known for his self-deprecating wit and a fixture on late-night talk shows. He was on Mr. Belvedere and even in the film Major League. He's an icon. And he put up 53 years of doing Milwaukee Brewers games, so second longest active tenure behind Kansas City's Stanley Matthews, who's been around since the franchise started. His name is Bob Uecker. Bob Uecker was born and raised in Milwaukee, January 26, 1934, so he's now 90 years old. And had two younger sisters. He signed a professional contract with the Milwaukee Braves in 1956 and bounced around for 6 years in the minors. Fortunately, though, in 1962 he got up to the majors and all that, but his batting average was terrible. He was a career 200 hitter, so he just beat the Mendoza line. He was very good as a defensive catcher. But unfortunately, 1967, he spent a lot of time chasing down pass balls because he was catching Phil Niekro, a knuckleballer, and that knuckleball could go anywhere. Uecker was part of the 1964 Cardinals team as the backup catcher to Tim McCarver that won the World Series. So he spent 2 years with the Braves, and then he went to St. Louis for 2 years, Philly for 2 years, and then went to Atlanta. So it was weird how he would play for 4 teams in 6 years. All that. He did hit a home run off Sandy Koufax, so that's something. So Uecker went to Milwaukee to do other stuff. In 1971, the Brewers decided to make him the radio play-by-play announcer, meaning that he would be in many homes and all that. He still does radio broadcasts for the Brewers, despite his advanced age. Uecker had people like Pat Hughes, Jim Powell, and Joe Block as color commentators, and they've all been primary radio announcers for other MLB teams. But it wasn't just radio. For years, he would be color commentator for TV broadcasts. He would be there for ABC in the 70s and 80s, and then NBC in the 90s, partnering with Bob Costas and Joe Morgan. So he did a lot of things and all that. He would have health issues and would not do a lot of road games in his career, which made sense. Prior to the 2021 season, Uecker actually did not sign an official written contract with the Brewers. He would do so based on handshake agreements with the owners of the Brewers. He actually was signed to a contract in 2021 because he was supposed to be covered under the Brewers' health insurance plan because his acting work benefits were cut. So anyway, he does his job. It was known for his catchphrase, which is actually up at Miller Park. Get up, get out of here, gone. So that was just huge and all that. So, he was there. He did a few syndicated TV shows. Bob Uecker's Wacky World of Sports, among others. It soon turned to the lighter side of sports with Mike Golick. Anyway, He did a lot of things. Uecker was actually at WrestleMania 3 and 4. So that would be huge. He was the ring announcer for WrestleMania 3's main event between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. And then at WrestleMania 4, he would be an interviewer and all of that. And one famous segment saw him interview Andre the Giant, and Andre the Giant was seen kind of choking Uecker and all of that. Telling Uecker, get off my foot and all that. Yeah. Andre the Giant was known for that. Yeah, wrestling. But it was pretty much known for his humor. About his bad playing career, being 6 years with 4 different teams. It was known, much better known, after he retired from playing. He would make a lot of guest appearances on The Tonight Show and all that. Anyway, he made a lot of wisecracks on his own stuff, saying that sporting good companies would pay me not to endorse their products. And all that. He would be in Miller Lite commercials a lot and offered a pair of books. He was known as Wisconsin's Sportscaster of the Year 5 times in the 70s and 80s and put him in the Hall of Fame in 2011. Well, the National Sportscasters Association. He was inducted to the National Radio Hall of Fame in 2001 and got the Fort Frick Award for baseball in 2003, which meant he would be... The Baseball Hall of Fame would annually give it to a broadcaster for contributions to baseball, which meant they would be enshrined in the Hall of Fame because of that. Milwaukee would place it number 50 in his honor in the Ring of Honor because of his 50 years of professional baseball and all that. WWE named him to the Celebrity Hall of Fame in 2010 because of his WrestleMania 3 and 4 work. And he even had his own statue outside Milwaukee Stadium in 2012. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Uecker was on Mr. Belvedere, which was a late 80s sitcom because of a British butler and his experiences with the Owens family. So he would be the father, George Owens. He was in many Miller Lite Life commercials, as I said. One commercial, he was preparing to watch a baseball game, but Asher tells him he's in the wrong seats. Uecker says, I must be in the front row, but no, it's in the nosebleed section. People jokingly named the seats the Uecker seats, the farthest seats from the action. There's a section of $1 seating called the Uecker seats, which it's an obstructed view area in the upper grand slam above home plate, where the stadium's roof pivot comes together, and all that. So that's kind of weird and all that. He was in Futurama for an episode. And of course his main character in movies was as Harry Doyle, the broadcaster for the Indians in the Major League trilogy. Just a bit outside. It was funny seeing him, do commentary for those games and all that. Anyway, he did a lot of things and all that with his Miller Lite commercials. Uecker and his first wife had 4 children. Unfortunately, 2 of them are since deceased. Steve died of complications of valley fever, and Leanne died of ALS. Well, Uecker got married again in 76 and divorced in 2001. So anyway, yeah, there would be a lot of health problems. He's had a heart valve replacement, but other than that, he seems to be fine, and he's giving Milwaukee some credence. I guess my commentary on his stuff is just a bit outside, don't you think? Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond, I do.